Hello everybody, Mr. P here. We are going to do some work today on knowledge about language. In particular, we are going to be working on commas in lists. So the first thing we want to ask ourselves is, what are commas? Why would we use them in lists? I think those are the burning questions of the day. So let's see if we can find out why. What are commas? Well, I'm glad you asked. They're punctuation marks. Punctuation marks are things like question marks, exclamation marks, full stops, colons, inverted commas, or what we call speech marks, maybe a dash or something called an ellipsis, which is a whole lot of little dots together. They're all parts of punctuation. We use them a lot. Commas look the same as an apostrophe, but they're not an apostrophe. That's an apostrophe. Commas are not apostrophes. Apostrophes, as you can see from my wonderful diagram, they're up high. Commas don't do that. Commas go down low. Here is a line. This is, hey, I'm Andy apostrophe. I'm up high. Yo, I'm calling the comma. I'm down low. He looks familiar. Let's see what's next. So I know the burning question on everybody's lips is why use commas in lists? Well, it's obvious. Lists would be rubbish if we didn't have commas. I'm going to explain this to you and I'm going to give you an example. This is a rubbish list. It is a rubbish list. You ready? I'm going on holiday. I'm going to pack my shorts and my flip-flops and my socks and trainers and socks, smelly feet, and t-shirts and sunglasses and hat and book and passport and phone and money and children and Joyce and dog and sunblock, an elephant and my favourite bag of potatoes. That is the worst list ever. Absolute mince. Let me tell you why. I have used and so many times in there. It's just boring. So let's make this a less boring list. In fact, let's make this an awesome list. Well, we know that we want to get rid of the use of and, but if we didn't have the word and in there, then all the words would just be jumbled together. So what we do is we use commas in lists so that we can separate the items out and to stop us having to use and all the time. Now, we're going to look at an awesome list. Not only is it an awesome list, it's a happy list. It uses commas. I'm going on holiday. I'm going to pack my shorts, flip-flops, socks, trainers, socks, still got smelly feet, t-shirts, sunglasses, hat, book, passport, phone, money, children, Joyce, dog, sunblock, elephant, and my favourite bag of potatoes. That is the best list ever. Thank you very much. So, what do you notice here? I'm noticing one thing. This. There's still an and in there. Is that ruining my list? No, it's not ruining my list because you still have to put and before the last thing. That makes sense to me. It makes sense to you too. I can feel it. Let's look at the end of the list again. I was taking sunblock, elephant, and my favourite bag of potatoes. Okay, I get it now. Thanks. You're welcome. So to recap, my friends, commas are a type of punctuation. We use commas to separate items in a list, except the last item because we still use and. But they stop us having to use and all the time, which would be boring. Okay, over to you now. Your task. Your first task, and this is for everybody. Go and explain commas and lists to somebody the way that I've just explained it to you. Be awesome by it. If you want to do the mild task today, I want you to write one rubbish list, which has got that word and in it loads of times, and one awesome list, which uses commas to separate the items. Have at least 5 items in your list and make it a list about anything you want to make it about. If you do the warm task, I want you to write 2 rubbish lists with all those ands and 2 awesome lists. Try and have 7 items in the warm lists. And if you're going to do hot, write 3 rubbish lists and 3 awesome lists. The rubbish lists will be full of ands and the awesome lists will only have and at the end. I want you to try and put at least 7 items in your lists as well. More if you can. Okay guys, I think you're going to be up to it. Stay cool, put commas down low to separate your awesome lists. Off you go guys.